Had a lot of people ask me in recent years how you go about making sauerkraut, the old-fashioned way. Now, first of all, you obviously have to have cabbage. You want to find a large cabbage like this. You want to remove the outer leaves, and you want to cut this out. Get a strong, sturdy knife. And sweet lordy, this one just might do it. That's a knife, I tell you. No, I would never use a knife like that. You want to use a very strong knife, and you want to cut it up. What you will need is you cut this heart out of here, cut it in fours, or even more, cut it down even more if you want to. Samurai sword works really well for that. And you want to have a nice bowl here that you can chop it up into. Get one of these cutters like this. Now, this particular cutter was my great-grandfather's. It's been in my family for a long time. You want to chop it up in there. And then when you decide you have to pickle it, because you are going through a fermentation process the same way as if you were making whiskey or you were making wine or anything else. You want to use canning and pickling salt, non-iodized, and you want to use about a cup of that for every 20 pounds of cabbage, what you use. So you cut it up in there, and you get a food-safe container like this. You don't want to use something you've used for drywall or anything else. You want a food-safe container. Now, the reason that I have this one here, I have two of these buckets, and my one I'd previously filled up and done a lot of work in making this had gone bad. So I'm going to attempt it again. But this here is a food-safe container, and you want to layer it in there with the salt, and then you want to take I use a clear plastic bag, and I have one that's done here that I will demonstrate with. So down here I have one in the fermentation process. And what I did is I took a clear plastic bag and I wrapped it over the sides once the cabbage is in, making sure there is no air between the bottom of the bag and the cabbage. Make an airtight seal. And then you fill it up with a couple gallons of water and then tie it. This will allow you to have a very good seal on the bag around the inside the bucket. You put the top of the bucket on top, and all the gases and that, as it ferments, will escape. But it will not allow any kinds of toxins to get in. Now you want to check it, because what happened with that previous bucket was the bag of water broke and all the cabbage went bad. But within, I'd say about 3.5 to 4 months, about 3.5 months, you'll have cabbage. Now the old-fashioned way they do it is they take a crock, they take it out, and they bury it, doing the same process by putting a rock on top of it. The Vietnamese would make their kimchi that way.